Hey, let's look into 2023 and what it brings into JK Jungkook's life. I just love Carol of the Bells. It's special to me. That's the song that you hear in the beginning. Da, 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 da. And what it reminds me of is my grandfather, whom is definitely one of my spirit guides in life. Now, my grandpa Stewart, James Hunsel Stewart, I love you so much. And this was like his favorite Christmas song. And it is always so special to me too. So yeah, that's why I have it as the intro. That's a little thing, little thing to know about me. And also, if you're new here, hi, I am Dee Sparta. I am a psychic medium, and I am a nerd. Yes, I am Army. I am a fan of BTS and K-pop music. Yes, I am 50 years old, folks. If you don't know, yeah, I do look younger. Yay! It's all genes and good skincare. I do have gray hair. I need to dye my hair again, and I'm gonna go with stick with the blue. If you think I should try other colors, please. I have had like a triage of colors before, you know, but I have fun with my hair and doing radical things with it because why not? Enjoy in life. That's what I say. Enjoy life. Anyway, so we got a little bit about me now. Let's move on. We're gonna get into J.K. Jungkook. He is the baby of BTS. He also he is the center. He is the main vocalist, and he is a dancer, and his body moves, doesn't it? Yeah, uh huh. No, he's not my bias. I can't, it's really because all of them I'm like, oh, maybe he could be my bias. Maybe he could be all seven. Now I have to admit, when it comes to Stray Kids, Felix is just so adorable. I can't stop the cuteness and then that low voice. So maybe I have a bias over there. Oh, and when it comes to Blackpink, I'm sorry, I just love Jennie. I do. There's something about her and just she's badass in a way, you know. She's like this beautiful feminine, but yet there's some badass energy. Some people say Lalisa has a lot of that, but you'll see it if you look into her eyes. You see, there's boss bitch energy there. Anyway, let's focus on JK here from BTS. So what I do here is we are going to go into the astrology and look into his birth chart, where the planets were aligned during the time of his birth. Now, I do not know if I have the most accurate or the correct time of birth. I really tried hard to verify information and just also kind of what I feel in my spirit. And Army, you guys are great because you guys helped me find this information, and then I was able to work harder to try and verify because sometimes there was different times for people and it was like, wait a minute, one of them is correct, right? Maybe. Yeah, and there was a lot of work I put into it. I haven't been able to do much with other groups in this because I can't figure out time of birth, but I do get the sun and moon signs for the others. So I will be getting into the astrology because I do have what I believe is the correct was like the correct time of birth, so I can show you where everything was at the time of birth, which we believe. So I'll be getting into that. There's a chapter link for the astrology, and if you want to if you want to watch all that, or if you have already seen a previous video where I did get into JK's birth chart, you don't need to worry about it. Then you can skip, or if you want a refresher. And then in the tarot reading, I do tarot reading and a psychic reading, and sometimes I will use the pendulum and other divining tools that are very useful for me. And I use different sets of tarot cards and Lenormand decks and different things, so you will see all of that. So you can stick around and learn a bit about the astrology, or just jump ahead to the tarot. I'll see y'all in a bit. Hello, my friends. Thank you for sticking around. We're going to get into the Jungkook's astrology, and I'm excited. I have fun doing these things. Jungkook, he is the youngest of BTS. His rising sign, I believe, is a Libra, and his sun sign is Virgo, and his moon sign is Leo. And let's get into a little bit about that. Just quick refreshers for everyone in case some don't recall. The sun sign is our core being. It's where our ego is. It's where these are the lessons in our life we need to learn. It's showing where where we can grow, where we can do better. The moon sign is emotional life and how are we responding. It's the subtlety that's beneath our surface. The ascendant, the rising sign, is where the east horizon was at the time of birth. And this also, with this information, you know what the first house is, because where the signs of the planets are at our time of birth in each of the 12 houses, it shows what our life journey is. It shows who type of person we are. And I might as well mention the descendant, which is sign, which is the 7th house, and it's where the west horizon was at birth. And this kind of shows you who you get along with and are attracted to romantically, and kind of thing. And people kind of get interested in that. Okay, so we're going to look at all the different houses and which planets and signs were in each house at the time of Jungkook's birth. Let me pull up his little info over here. Okay. Like I said, there's 12 houses and like 12 signs, and they count the sun and the moon as planets, so you have the rest of this list and then those two. Sorry, I really need some coffee. Okay. Now, as we mentioned, the first house is where the rising sign is. This tells us where the first... And this... I find this kind of interesting because the planet that's there is Venus. And Venus is, our relationships and love and romance. And he's a Libra rising, and it's in the first house, which is about our image. So, that's where he kind of gets that heartthrob image from, I would say. I'm just gonna say it. I think, we all know he's how he can kind of just look at it, especially when he's singing Butter, and he's like, you know what I'm talking about. Because they close in on his face right there, and it's like, oh, you are a little cutie, aren't you? maybe I TMI there. Sorry. With the Libra, that is the air energy. It's scales. It's positive. It's cardinal. Oh, I didn't. I've explained all the nodes and the planets stuff, and I'll get into that in a bit. I forgot. I didn't get. I go into it with so many of my other readings. It's like, I have to go over it again, but I might as well. Keep in mind that how we works with the planets. Planets are the psychological urges. It's the fundamental aspects in the types of personality, and the house shows where it's focused. The consciousness is focused, where the action is. So, if a planet's in there, it affects how that house, what that house represents, it's working in there. And the sign indicates the energy that's working through this planet's personality type. So we have this Libra, or the Libra sign, which is cooperative, diplomatic, and gracious, and social, indecisive. Kind of hold your voice confrontation kind of behavior, and it is working through Venus. And Venus is, well, Venus is the relationships. It's about love. So that is definitely in his first house with image. He probably struggles with, he's having to learn how to be himself in love. I think there's the two sides, the scales, and it has to do with image. I think, it's like he might struggle with his relationships and his image, or what people expect him to be, and how it affects with his relationships. We'd see that. So he's probably very, he wants the world to know, but then he doesn't, because he's concerned how, he's trying to learn how to balance this out. The second house, with is our self-worth and money. For him, the planet that's there is Mars, which is is action. And the sign is Scorpio, which is a water sign in its fixed energy. I know this makes so much sense with him, because when it comes to his own self-worth and everything, his friendships would be very important to him. Having true friends around him, it would be, he's with work. He would be very resourceful and passionate about his work. It would be transforming. It's he also could be jealous of others and not realizing his own self-worth. Okay, but do I think it's detrimental to him? No. I think he's learned how to get that in line. I think that was part of his journey already. The third house, communication. Now, the sign that's there is fire energy, and it's Sagittarius, and the planet that's there is Pluto. And Pluto is about transforming. It's a transformation. It's a rebirth. It's a change. So something with communication is he's learning about. And Sagittarius is such a, how can I put this, feisty energy. So when he's communicating, he's learning how not to promise more than he can, and he's learning how to be more diplomatic in what he says and not just blurt it all out. These are probably lessons that he is learning. He does have, a great sense of humor, and is very generous when how he communicates is giving gifts. He probably likes to give gifts to his friends, and those he cares about. That would definitely, that's like how he shows his love. Um, let's see here. The next is I have a hard time reading. I'm sorry. I'm legally blind. Okay. The fourth one is about family, it's home, it's security. Um, and the sign that's there is Capricorn, which is earth energy. The planet that happens to be there is Neptune. One of the things with Neptune is where the inspiration is. So he probably gets a lot of his inspiration from those who are his family, those whom he considers family. The Capricorn is a very powerful it energy. It is I think it's cardinal earth energy. It's feminine. This is a very disciplined, self control, kind of be a know it all thing. So I need to let this cat out. I don't know if you can hear. It's it is 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I don't know why the cat wants to go out. But little Cavey, my little gray striped tabby, likes to. That's why I even have a little cat house outside for him, so he can snuggle up in there, because I'm a good cat mom. I'll be right back, folks. All right, I got the little stinker outside. All right, so where were we? Were dealing with Capricorn, right? And we were in oh yeah, Neptune with family and home security. Okay, we got there. See, I remember things sometimes. I'm getting the migraine. I'll take something for it in a bit. So we go into the fifth house, and this is about expression, creativity, and pleasure. And interestingly enough, there are two planets now in this house, Jupiter and Uranus, and the sign is Aquarius. So Jupiter is luck, and Uranus is innovation. So, and you put that in this house of self-expression, Oh, I forgot to say it's creativity, pleasure, and romance. You put that all in there, and you slap in that Aquarian energy of just someone who's a humanitarian. It's a humanitarian energy. It's also being independent but networking. And so there's this he is very lucky in just he could come up with ideas and his creativity. So, and he's probably going to find a good luck in romance, perhaps. I'm human. All right. So then we're now going to go into work and health, which is the sixth house. I would say here, Pisces, there's no planet with it. And Pisces is a water sign. It's feminine, it's mutable energy. So, in that, Pisces is all this emotions and creativity and musically and artistic and compassionate. It can also be, overly trusting energy. So I would say this: there's issues that, when it comes to work, that he might want to escape reality through it. He might become a victim, because he's overly trusting. His work would be artistic and musical. It's there. That's where the Pisces is. So, and his health, his well-being, and I just seen this now, and with all the readings I've done, he has been used so much, and starting from a young age, he was trusting. He maybe trusts some of the wrong people, and yeah, so there's that. Now we're going to get into the seventh house. Yes, you remember the seventh house, the descendant, which is, the house of partnership and marriage. Now, Aries is the sign that's in there with the planet Saturn. Saturn, do you remember what Saturn is, people? Structure. It's like that foundation. So when it's like, okay, and it's Capricorn energy, which is interesting, because that mean he would be definitely attracted to this Capricorn kind of energy, someone he would trust. But at the same time, that would just be more of a friendship I'm seeing. And Aries, for him in his relationships, it's Aries, it's masculine energy, it's positive, it's cardinal, so he'd be really want to be with some, it's confident, enthusiastic, passionate. So there's honesty is going to be like such a priority, but there's so much optimism and passion. Can be a little impulsive and short-tempered and moody and impatient in his relationship. That's what he needs to work on in relationships with people, in his marriage. That is a key thing he's gonna have to deal with. 8, which is the transformation, self-transformation, and sexuality. The sign there is Taurus, which is earth energy. Yeah, because he's a Virgo, so it's more. There's a lot of that, a lot of earth. I mean, that Taurus energy there is very, when it comes to being with someone, possessive. He could be kind of possessive. That's something he needs to work on. But working on, learning to be more compromising in relationships. But he would be someone who's very devoted, responsible, stable, very reliable, and patient person in a relationship. With sex, I think in transforming himself, these are things. Now, the next one house is 9, which is belief systems and our higher learning. And for him, it's the sign that's there is Gemini, the twins. There's no planets that it's affecting this energy. So I would say he's very curious. And when it comes to talking about higher education or beliefs, he would be really curious, and there's probably some curiosity going on, and indecisive. It's like, well, I don't know where to believe or what I I would say, but he's very adaptable to circumstance. So no matter what, if others have beliefs that counter his, it's not going to keep him away from that person. He can, okay, you have different religious system, and he'd be more curious and want to learn more about it. And it's it's just possibilities. We're seeing. When we get into the 10th house, this is career, reputation, and a responsibility. And Cancer's there, which is water energy, which is creativity and emotions coming from, because our emotions do inspire our creativity. And this energy is this Cancer, is cardinal. The sign is a crab. It's feminine, negative. It's so he would be in something that's very, where he can use his imagination, very emotional, his feelings, pouring his feelings out, learning how to express himself. Things people would see him as is very loyal and sympathetic. That's kind of like his reputation. He can be a little persuasive. He kind of convince you to do stuff and maybe do stuff maybe you shouldn't do. When it comes to his career, he has to learn that it's okay to be a little suspicious and to investigate further, because there's manipulative forces around. Yeah. And I think he wants to keep his reputation and stuff is going to come across as keeping things private, keeping you guessing. It's kind of like, yeah, he likes the mystery. The 11th house, we're looking at goals and aspirations and how he works in groups. And Leo is there, which is a fire sign, and the planet there is the moon, so yeah, we knew Leo is his moon sign. This is a fixed fire energy. So with his goals, there's a lot of creation and very passionate about creating things. Working with groups, he's going to be very warm-hearted, very cheerful and humorous. He's going to work well, but he will enjoy being the center of or he needs to learn. Yes, he needs to learn to be a center, to learn to be more flexible, because he's working with a group like with BTS. These some guys, he's had to learn to work with them, to be more flexible. They are his mentors in many ways. Okay, so we get to the last house, the 12th house, which is where is our soul growth, our undoing of things, and secrets and privacy. And the planet that's there is Virgo, his sun sign. So yes, the sun is there along with Mercury, which is a communication. And we know sun is about ourselves. It's who our ego and what we need to learn. And I think there's the sun being in this house for him, he's dealing with a lot of personal soul growth. There's things that he has had to learn from past that needs to be undone. He's also very secretive. Privacy is very, very important to him. Virgo is very this is mutable energy. Mercury does rule, so it's an alignment there. Virgo with Mercury and the sun, they all belong. That this is a good little combo down here. Which also means he does have to go through things in life and a lot of learning about, overcoming, not being so critical or hard on himself or others. He needs to learn that although work to him is such a priority and he's such a hard worker, that, yeah, life is not all work and no play. He needs to learn balancing of that and being able to communicate what he needs and not be shy and secretive about what is really going on and his real feelings. He can be very analytical and very loyal and just so kind-hearted with working so hard. That's what I see here when we look into his house. Now I'm going to go refill my coffee mug, deal with this headache, and get into the psychic and tarot reading for y'all, folks. Hey! Wow, we're going to get into the psychic reading now, tarot card reading. I have the lights turned down because I am very sensitive eyes to bright light, and I was getting a migraine and headache. And I got it calmed down so I could do this reading, and I don't want the bright lights to trigger anything. So, please remember that these readings are all alleged and for entertainment purposes. And let's get into this. We're doing Jungkook on what's going to happen for him in the year 2023. We'll also probably look into his love life too. So let's see here. Jungkook. Okay, wow. Yeah. So okay. This is the Seven of Swords, and it's reversed. This is about rethinking something. Some kind of deception around him. Been seeing a lot of this deception around these 7 young men. It's heartbreaking. Okay. Oh, Ace of Wands had fallen out. That's fire energy. It's wands. It's creation. It's willpower. It's your inspiration and desire. So. He's going to be working on stuff. He's rethinking his projects. Okay. All right. So this is the Eight of Wands. This is making a rapid action, quick decision, and moving on. This is not putting up with the deception more. There's so much work I want to do. Things I'm being held back. I have to make a quick decision and move on it. It's kind of this vibe, Jin, and I've seen this. I'm not surprised. This has been something that's on him, and it's been weighing him down because he knows he's got to take this step, but he's been waiting for the right time. Whoa, all these cards went down. Jin being gone is really a heartache for him. Jin has always held a very special place in his heart. If he needed that nurturing, paternal kind of energy, somebody to look up to, give him good advice. He really looked up to Jin. Alright. Nope, too many cards again. Okay. Alright, so here is the Four of Cups reversed. But then we have the Star upright. The Four of Cups, you can see she's looking, if it was right side up, she's looking for something that isn't there because she's missing it. But in here, this is accepting this. Okay, I see this. I need to move on. I need to accept it, and I'm going to choose my happiness. It's going to be more important. I am choosing happiness. The star is upright, and she is represents finding hope and healing and rebuilding. So just there is, and with this, there's a lot of stuff he's going to be very inspired by and want to work to do so. He's going to have the willpower to make this, to choose his happiness. Okay. Five of Swords reversed. And the Hermit reversed. The Five of Swords often is often conflict, but this is reversed. This is moving on. It's like, okay, I need to just recover from his quick decision is about moving forward, not letting someone hold him back anymore. The Hermit here is reversed. And with that, he is, he's going to go through time where he just wants to withdraw from everything. He's feeling very lonely. Possibly. Okay. The Queen of Wands, she popped out up over here. This energy is determination and courage. So he is going, someone around him is definitely going to be helping him, find this courage to continue on, to do, other things. I am kind of excited to see that, I'd say. I had to stop recording. It's just, I started to be just a little like this overwhelmingness of some kind of energy, and I'm seeing Jin being gone is definitely going to cause him to withdraw more and just move on from this hive, I believe. Let's see here. It was really hard what I was feeling. It's just like I just sunk down. It's the best I can explain it. Okay, so here's the Ten of Wands reversed. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a great, great, great thing because this is being burnt out. He wants to try and take back and do everything himself, and it's burning him out. It really, really is. My son has been texting me. I'll be right. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to. We'll get back to this. I'm sorry. Emergency. My kids are at school today. I'll be right back. Sorry. I have to keep my Discord open and my Facebook Messenger for my family to be able to reach me in emergencies. And then this was one. My poor child. He's not feeling good at all. So, just letting him know that he approving the school to let him come home. We are going to get into this reading, and I am sorry. So we were looking here with the Nine of Wands, okay? And he's definitely questioning the motives of people. The other two cards that fell out here was the Five of Wands, and she's reversed also, okay? And this is you know how he's a hermit, he's finding difficulties with somebody. He's just going to get to the point where I don't want to deal with this conflict anymore. I'm just going to respect the fact that we have different views on what we want done and how things done, and I'm just, you do your thing, I'm going to be doing mine instead, okay? And then the next card here was, the Fool. And the Fool is reversed. This is him being used. And this has come up so many times, even once before in this reading. I cannot stress enough the energy with him is, I've known he is just being taken advantage of. And that's why he wants to get away. He feels not just high, but also the government is like using him and BTS for their own personal gains, and it's not, it's like they're waving a carrot saying, hey, we'll do this and this for you guys, but you have to do this for us, and then they don't follow through on their end, and there's a lot of just deception and a lot of broken promises. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So the next card here is Strength. It is the Lion. The Sun. Represents Leo, and that's his moon sign too. The Strength. He is learning. He is getting the conviction and the courage to take his stand and make some big decisions next and put himself first. I want to see in this other deck. Let's try. I'm just feeling I need to verify what I see. I don't know, it's so hard sometimes because there's things that I'm seeing, and it's like, can I say this? Is this something I should reveal or not? And when I get to that point, I realize if I am second guessing revealing something, the best thing to do is to not, unless I get a sign otherwise. On my Patreon videos, it's a little bit more loose, meaning I'm more relaxed. There's things that I can say that I wouldn't say on YouTube. The word, the chariot card just popped in my head. There's travel. I just see him leaving. Okay, so the first card I pull up is the Anchor. And there's this and I know what this is going on here. This feeling that he has. This card is card 35, okay? And it is the Nine of Spades. This is stability. This is the house of stability. This is holding fast, endurance, and looking for security. This is also limiting of his movement. And so we'll see more what focus this card is. by the cards that end up under and next to him. Let's see here. I see him just like holding fast, waiting for that right moment to take his stand. Yeah. Okay, so here's 27. And this is, you see, it's a letter. This is a letter. This is the house of letters. This is 7 of spades. So, wow. Something, okay, I don't know what exactly yet is being documented, or maybe even an Instagram post or some Weaver or something, social networking, or a tweet, maybe a text, an email. There's something, some kind of correspondence here that is going to connect. What is it? Let's see here. What is it going to reveal? Let's see here. This is the ship. Yeah, he's probably going to make an announcement that he has left. I don't think it's going to be, I'm going to leave. It's already done, folks. This is the third card in the Lenormand deck, which is the 10 of spades. This is the house of travel. That's what the ship represents. This is going abroad. He is leaving South Korea, going away. I don't know, I don't see him like forever, but he's going to be going abroad, probably the U.S. I'm also seeing some Europe. Okay. Let's get these cards to work here. Okay. I gotta... Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so he's not going to be going alone. This is 17. This is the Queen of Heart. This is the Storks. This is all about the House of Changes. This is getting a new home and a new promotion and improvement in life. And there's 2 of them, so I'm thinking someone is going along with him. I have a very good idea who it is. I am just not willing, because I don't want to be attacked by a bunch of saisons and unrealistic shippers and different things. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on this. You might be able to put 2 and 2 together if you in the readings, if you see someone else is moving abroad, then you can kind of go, oh, is it going with him? Just I'm not going to say it out loud though. Although I think I have on Patreon. Oh, yeah, it's a couple. That's what these little birdies is, and it's also the gossip, and it's news information. This card is 12. This is 7 diamonds. This is chatter. The House of Chatter, and it's about a couple. So, and guess what? I mean, I didn't plan this because I shuffle, okay? And it's right under the correspondence. So there's going to be like, the internet's going to go kaboom. It is going to blow up when he makes his changes. What he does this next year is going to shake everyone. Okay, now here's 40. This is interesting because this is the mask. So, It okay. Now I see why I was seeing different places of a possibility is because there's going to be some confusion exactly where he's going, and that's on purpose. But something. Okay, okay. I need to get more cards. I think I know what's being projected incorrectly. Someone's gonna saying he's not going. It's all a rumor. Okay, so here's 34, and this is the Fijis, and 34 is Kingdom. This is about business and money and assets, and so um, there is going to be someone. They might. Okay. Want to find him, be like, you can't do this, you will owe us money, kind of thing. He might have to deal with some repercussions for his abruptness. Yeah, there is some obstacle. 21. His leaving is really an obstacle. This is like, this is the mountain. There's struggles, resistance. Oh, people are going to be mad about this couple. Some won't, but there's going to be, and I think that is what he wants to kind of hide. He doesn't want people to think, oh, we're a couple, because this is the person that's coming with me. Oh, this is the House of Love. 24. This is a Jack of Hearts. This is happiness and romance and heart-led. So he is leaving because of romance. People are going to think it has to do with money. I think part of it is going to be confusion about he's leaving because of money. Some people are going to think he's being greedy. The way it's going to be played out, I'm seeing he's just self-centered, but in reality, he wants to move on, leave, and be able to love this person. And he feels that it's not safe where he's at. And it has a lot to do with, who he is. Whoever he decides, fans will be. There are fans who figure it's me, but no, folks. Kind of like, oh, but I love him. He's my boy. He doesn't deserve. Jungkook deserves love and happiness. Okay, and it's not for us or you to decide who is good enough for him and who isn't. This is his own life journey, and sometimes we end up with the wrong person. Another time we end up with the right. And that happens. And that's part of our journey. So you need to let him live his journey. I can't stress this enough. I'm getting a feeling of something. As I'm talking to y'all, there's going to be a woman, a fan. She's going to be there's going to be something, a break-in or something. This is 20. This is the 8 of Spades. So this is a social event, but a public place, network. See, I'm just seeing someone is upset, really upset about this. It's like he's going to get stalked somewhere and someone's going to try and do something. Yeah, it's around a bunch of people. 43. 43 uses this is May, so this is a separation, a moving on, and I see he's leaving the work, and this so something big's gonna happen at some big event, and somebody's gonna try something. I do see it being stopped. It's like there might be a cover up for it, but it's like someone's gonna try and be sneaky behind the scenes and do something. And fortunately, he's gonna be okay. I really believe this. Would you guys like me to pull up the pendulum and do some stuff here? All right, you familiar with her? All right, please show me. My spirit is my guide. Yes, that is yes. Thank you so much. Can you please stop now and then show me what no is going to be this time? What's no? Okay, this time you're going to go back and forth. All right. And what is, I don't know, or it's unclear, it's uncertain for the future. Can you show me? Okay, so it's moving around. Okay. All right. Is JK going to move, maybe even temporarily, away from South Korea? Is JK going to move? Yes, okay. Is another member of BTS going to join Jungkook and leave South Korea and move away for a bit? Yes. All right. Will they break their contract with Hybe or work with... Yes? Are they going to work with Hybe America though? No. Okay, that's a no. I'm not going to ask the next question I was going to think of. But yeah, we kind of BTS members have a good friendship, a good bond. They're brothers at heart, and siblings. They'll fight and still love each other and get through stuff together. And I think Jungkook and another member are just, they've decided they would just want to spend time together, and they want to work on projects together. They get along really well, and I just see this, hey, let's make this big decisions, okay? Yeah, this has been an interesting reading, and I do apologize for all the interruptions. I am so sorry about that. It happens, but it doesn't interrupt this, fortunately. And I'm sorry, I just zoned out. I'm tired. There's just so much. JK's energy is something I've always been able just to really click into, and I'm feeling it so much. And it's hard to celebrate my achievements of this year with things slowly ending, coming to an end. And that's when I get this vibe from him. Yeah, that's it. Well, you know what? He's going to find love. He's going to find happiness. He's going to be making more money and being successful. Can't wait to see what's next in 2023 for Jungkook and all of the gang and BTS. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Please please share them. I will have the playlist set up that'll have all the BTS readings. And yeah, there is going to be more on my Patreon. And I will be doing more readings of some others. I just yeah, I'm gonna be some other some of the girl and guy groups coming up. Some of them are having their comebacks and seeing what's gonna happen next year. Tell me who you want to see me also do readings on. Just comment down below. I'll also put up a poll to see which ones I'm going to be putting up first and doing. So go to the community tab. There's also going to be a poll on Patreon for the Patreon stuff. I love you guys so much. Just remember, be kind to yourself. This is a very difficult time of year, and some of us, we're missing loved ones. We're wishing, there was people were here with us still. There's, sometimes it's just a really dark time of year, and you want to celebrate. And just remember, be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to have your feelings so that you can heal and move on and find joy again. And remember, be kind to others. You never know what they're also dealing with. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and being here, liking, hitting the notification bell, commenting, sharing this video with others. And yeah, I love you all so much. Bye. Oh yeah, I gotta put the outro out, huh? Bye.